Hi, everyone. My name is Izer Martinez. I'm actually in Philadelphia right now currently, but I'm from Chicago, Illinois. I feel like, Harvey really nailed it on the head with a lot of the pointers that he talked about with an entrepreneurial mindset. And throughout my life, I kind of have to go back a little bit because I was learning these tools throughout my life without knowing it because I had dyslexia. Growing up, I had a language-based learning disability, and that allowed me to have a different style of learning. Unfortunately, none of my teachers knew what that style of learning was, and so I went to 8 different schools before the 7th grade. And in my 7th grade year or my 6th grade year, I was told I'd never go to college. And so at that point, no one really understood why I wasn't learning at the same rate as my peers, but I had to kind of find confidence within myself, make a clear decision that I wasn't going to allow someone's opinion to hold me back. And so when I went to a specific school called the Gal School, I just started learning the way that I learned. And when Harvey says, the entrepreneurial mindset is truly about your lifestyle. I remember myself waking up early, going to bed much later than everyone else, spending much more hours on trying to learn some of the information that I had more difficulty with. But what I learned the most is to self-reflect. And I think that's really important with being an entrepreneur. Throughout my time in high school, I worked at the National Institute of Health, and I did cancer research at Northwestern. I continued to become a spokesman for dyslexia awareness, and I toured with Damon John, who you might know, who created Fubu, and he's also a main star on the show Shark Tank. And so we talked about dyslexia awareness, but what I really want to get at here is that I found a need, and it just so happened to be something that I was passionate about, where I found that a lot of people didn't know what a language-based learning disability was or difference, and that there needed to be awareness of accommodations and resources. And so from there, my teacher who told me I'd never go to college, I actually applied to the University of Pennsylvania for my undergraduate degree, and I graduated from there, took some time off. I traveled a little more to do some speaking on dyslexia awareness, and now I went back with Sylvia and Harvey as my professor, where I just got my master's education entrepreneurship. And look forward to working with all of you, hearing your stories, helping you pick apart ideas. And a big thing with entrepreneurship that I love the most is being creative and imaginative and not losing that. And being able to look at, just a cup and try to envision what could this cup look like in the next 30 years? Could it heat up your coffee and cool down your coffee if you wanted iced coffee, and just thinking imaginatively on that sense. But I look forward to working with you. I'm glad to be here, and please feel free to reach out if you guys have any questions.